What's going on, guys? So I just finished doing a booktube newbie tag like uh, 20 minutes ago maybe. I was feeling really nervous when I did it. I thought I was gonna have a panic attack. It didn't. Ended up, after I did the video, I ended up uploading it. Well, I got it on my PC right now and I had to cut just a couple parts out, beginning and the end part. So it just cuts out and cuts in. It did take a couple minutes to say something on that last video, so I just cut that part out. Just went straight into it. And then now I got it on Sony Vegas and saving them, uploaded to YouTube. So I'm doing this video right now to Cat's Out of the Bag. Ended up listening to Hollywood Undead so I could tune myself out a little bit so I can do this video after I listen to music. And I said I was going to discuss my last album, Destruct. Just to give you guys a backstory. I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I've had panic attacks. I've attempted to take my own life plenty of times. And one creative outlet that I've done was making music. That was my therapy. And I would release my music online. When I did my music, I always did it in album format. So it depended on the theme. I did EPs and full-length albums, released them for free online. Self-Destruct, that would be my 16th album. And that would be my final album ever. I don't have the motivation to do it anymore. The creativity, it's dead for music. And I need a new outlet. Reading would be one of them. And vlogging. And I found BookTube through literally searching vlogging on YouTube. That's how I discovered BookTube. And I thought, what can I do? Write a book again. So, Therapy for Pain, basically that ended up being my most personal album ever, where I got so personal. There was like 2 songs, which was, I can't remember the name of the songs. Perspective, which was a hippity hop song, and then there was another one based on my one of my old personas from an old album, The Great American Psycho. I just pretty much did like a light-hearted song as The Great American Psycho. It was meant to be fun, but all the other songs, 10 songs total, 8 of them deeply personal. And the last song, Suicide Note, Goodbye, was supposed to serve as my actual suicide note, but in a song format. And by the time you listen to the album, I would have been dead. I would have taken my own life. Basically, one of the last things I said in my album was the ending of Self-Destruct. And the ending of Suicide Note is basically, hey, to the person that has to make the phone call to my grandfather, tell him I love him and I'm sorry, pretty much. My grandfather was the only one in my family that I'm closest with. Everyone else in my family is kind of, but I've reconnected with members of my family. I'm grateful for that. But basically, I didn't think I would make it to 2018. We are in 2018 right now. And I've attempted to make another album. How do you follow up to Self-Destruct, your most personal album? I don't know. I've managed to do 2 songs. One is an intro, and the other one is the second track to the album, because I like to do things in order. Like I'll have the song titles out, and then I'll have the beats also, and then once I'll kind of order them in sequence. That way, it can flow great. And I ended up doing intro first. Did the second track to the album. After that, I had nothing. I had like a shitload of beats for this 17th album. Couldn't do shit. And I just lost my passion to making music. I think it ended with Self-Destruct because I got really personal and I should be dead right now. So one of my older outlets before I started making music was creative writing. I've been writing lyrics since I was 13 years old. I'm gonna say 13-ish, between 12 and 14. We'll go like that, I believe. I was also writing poetry and writing stories. I finished the first draft of my manuscript, my novel, A Therapy for Pain, which was heavily inspired by Kill Bill Volume 1 after it released. It came out in 2003? I was 16 at the time. I managed to finish the whole thing. I had saved it on a floppy disk. I attached it to my email, which I never used, and when it became inactive, it erased everything. Floppy disk, I lost that. I printed everything out, lost that. I just pretty much lost everything. I had a whole series planned out. I think it was 5 or 6 book series with different storylines. I had everything planned out to the T. Didn't work out. I was homeless for a little bit and had to put my stuff in storage, and then I ended up taking my stuff to another person's house, and I had to get out of there because of a really bad situation that I had to get out of, and just left my stuff there, and I never retrieved it. So now fast forward to 2018. Need a new outlet because making music ain't there for me no more. So I'm gonna be reading again. I'm gonna be writing again. I did make my attempt on a few screenplays, which I got I think I did 3 or 4 of them, and I think I got less than 10 pages. A couple of them 3 or 4 pages long, one of them's 7 or something like that, but it was less than 10 pages. So I'm gonna give it a crack. I'm gonna give a shot at it again. Mostly the thing I would like to try to do is vlogging, documenting my life. However, that's gonna be hard because I don't know how to do that. I'm always cooped up in my room and shit, and I don't know how to entertain you guys. On my older YouTube videos, which are unlisted, you won't be able to find them. On my old page, AC Split, where I did this thing called the TXC Newscast, or later on as just a newscast. I would have my own entrance music. I would come out like a professional wrestler, like a WWE wrestler, and have my own entrance music, and I would cut promos. That's how I got my creative process out. And I was also part of role-playing message boards online, like eFeds and other shit. So that kind of got me into making YouTube videos like that, like cutting promos and shit. But this is different. Vlogging, this is me being me, not playing a character. Self-Destruct, music died with that. My passion for making music died with that. I'm okay with it. I wanted to end my album with the Suicide King 2 because the Suicide King 1 was supposed to be my first album. I was working on 2 albums at once in 2011, 2010. Released in 2011. I ended up doing S&M Smoke and Mirrors and then the Suicide King. That's supposed to be Suicide King, then S&M Smoke and Mirrors. But that's beside the point. Got the 2 songs done. That's it. I'm going to release it online, but that's not really going to count for anything except what would have been. But there's no way I was able to come back from Self-Destruct album. My most personal album ever. So now, I'm on BookTube. I am vlogging. I will be sharing my creative process while I'm vlogging when I'm working on a character, like setting up for my novel, pretty much. Like, you're all going to be part of that. That's basically what's going to be. Another thing I want to point out, like I said, I went to a therapist last year when I was having bad anxiety and panic attacks. I was working at Amazon at the time, and it just got so bad where I started cutting again. I tried to take my own life, and caused me to take leave of absence and see a therapist. So this is an awareness also. You're feeling depressed, suicidal, and you have nobody to talk to. Believe me, I got plenty of people to talk to, but I still felt like that I could not talk to them. And like I said, I had my music. I don't have that anymore. I'm not inspired to that. I'm retired from music. So, anyone's feeling depressed, anyone's feeling suicidal, anyone feel like they want to self-harm, please reach out to me. You can message me on Twitter. I'll have my social media links on the links down below. Or I'm pretty sure you can message me on YouTube because this video will be on YouTube. Just reach out. Trust me, I can relate to you. I'm only 31 years old, but I've been through way too much my entire life. And I know other people are going through it, even though they might think they're the only ones. Like, I thought I'm the only one that's suffering, but I know there's other people suffering, but I'm only thinking about myself. Like, I can relate to everyone in some type of way. And I feel like I can help somebody out. So this is an awareness too. It's not, no matter how hard it is, not worth taking your life or self-harming. Like, there's always somebody to talk to. And sometimes it could be a stranger. Like, I'm offering that help. And if that's not enough, then I guess try to talk to somebody else or write it out or something. And promise you'll feel a little bit better. You might not feel all the way better. Like I said, I've been going through this shit since my grandmother died. That's when everything gone downhill. This was in 97, I believe. That's when it started. But yeah, that is all I really want to discuss. You're feeling depressed, like I said, message me. I'll get back to you. Retiring from music. New endeavors will include vlogging, booktubing, reading books, discussing books, trying to make new friends, and working on my new projects because I need a new outlet. So guys, this is Antonio signing off, and I'll see you guys again in like a few minutes. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.